Casablanca, 1942. A timeless classic. Casablanca is a film that has stood the test of time, and for good reason. Set against the backdrop of World War II, it tells a heart-wrenching and inspiring tale of sacrifice, love, integrity, and the power of patriotism. The movie centers around Rick Blaine, a cynical expatriate American cafe owner struggling to decide whether or not to help his former lover and her fugitive husband escape the Nazis in French Morocco. Humphrey Bogart brings Rick to life in a captivating manner, oozing a cool and carefree nature while showing the audience male vulnerability. The film boasts an incredibly gripping narrative, filled with unforgettable characters and endlessly quotable dialogue. The combination of fine performances, engrossing story, and neat direction make it a movie that is easily remembered, and it should be a solid moneymaker everywhere. Casablanca is a huge-hearted movie about sacrifice, internationalism/Wilsonianism, cooperation/solidarity, and the eschewing of isolationism. It is about a man and a woman who are in love and who sacrifice love for a higher purpose. This is immensely appealing. The viewer is not only able to imagine. This great romantic noir is still grippingly powerful. A movie made at a time when it was far from clear the Nazis were going to lose. The screenplay was written by Julius J. Epstein, Philip G. Epstein, and Howard Koch, based on the play Everybody Comes to Rick's by Murray Burnett and Joan Allison. In short, Casablanca is a classic that represents the very best the old Hollywood had to offer. And it's no surprise the film managed to stay afloat and still be celebrated 3/4 of a century since the premiere. It is a film that clings to a quality of lovely, urgent innocence. Those who cherish the movie may be nostalgic for moral clarity, for a war. The movie is set during World War II and focuses on an American expatriate, Rick Blaine, Humphrey Bogart, who must choose between his love for a woman, Ilsa Lund, Ingrid Bergman, and helping her husband, Victor Laszlo, Paul Henreid, a Czechoslovak resistance leader, escape from the Vichy-controlled city of Casablanca to continue his fight against the Germans. The story explores universal themes of love and sacrifice, with the characters ultimately putting the war effort above their personal feelings. Casablanca was a major awards success. It received 8 Academy Award nominations and won 3 for Best Picture, Best Director, Michael Curtiz, and Best Adapted Screenplay. It was also a box office hit, benefiting from the Allied invasion of Casablanca in November 1942 and the Casablanca Conference held by Allied leaders. The film was a commercial success and resonated with audiences, particularly given its historical context and themes. This popularity endured long after its initial release. Casablanca has been widely praised by critics. Roger Ebert called it a movie with a seemingly endless amount of great scenes, and not a bad one anywhere to be found. Variety noted that the combination of fine performances, engrossing story, and neat direction made it a solid moneymaker everywhere. However, some have criticized the film for racism, sexism, and social regressiveness, even by 1942 standards, and for obscuring the real history of the French resistance. Here's some positive criticism about Casablanca. The film is endlessly rewatchable, with genius blocking and camera movement, casting perfection. Humphrey Bogart plays Rick Blaine in a captivating manner. He oozes this cool and carefree nature while showing the audience male vulnerability. Ingrid Bergman is surpassingly lovely, crisp and natural as the girl, and lights the romantic passages with a warm and genuine glow. Claude Rains is properly slippery. The film is excitingly acted, smartly directed, and tells a story crammed with suspense, characterization, and action. Casablanca is a movie with a seemingly endless amount of great scenes and not a bad one anywhere to be found. This great romantic noir is still grippingly powerful. A movie made at a time when it was far from clear the Nazis were going to lose. The combination of fine performances, engrossing story, and neat direction make that easily forgotten. Film should be a solid moneymaker everywhere. Here's some negative criticism about Casablanca. The film is no better than your average drama. The romantic dynamic between Bergman and Bogart is cliché. The movie was boring, overlong, and poorly acted. While the work of Humphrey Bogart and Ingrid Bergman may have been good for its time, the The basic flaw in the film was the importance attached to the letters of transit signed by General de Gaulle. Casablanca was run by the Vichy. Casablanca is not only racist, sexist, and socially regressive even for 1942. It obscures the real history of the French resistance.